Just looking at this face, you probably wouldn't think she could be a child you might find begging in the street, or perhaps threatening to hurt you if you don't give her what she wants. But for children who can't afford an education, one pastor says using threat becomes their only option.
Before they were begging, give me a shilling or I smear you with human waste. This time they come demanding, I want 10,000, I want that television of US, or I shoot you.
Emerging as an independent country in 1963, Kenya's first president identified 3 challenges the new nation faced: poverty, disease, and ignorance. 44 years later, these 3 challenges still haunt the country today. The issue of education may hold the key to these other challenges because lack of education only opens the door to a bigger issue, the vicious cycle of poverty.
I am poor, I cannot take my child to school, and this child of mine will not get a job because this child didn't go to school. That means no income, it means this person becomes poor.
Although the new Kenyan government introduced free primary education about 5 years ago, there are still many unanswered problems we looked into. First, free really isn't free. Public schools still cost about $40 a year for uniforms, food, and supplies. And when many families live on less than $1 a day, students are dropping out even with the new free system available. Lack of funding and overcrowding with student-teacher ratios of 1 teacher to 55 students are 2 dilemmas public schools encounter. Even though students have more access to education than before, private schools remain the best schools, which can cost up to $2,100 a year.
A private school, I would like to tell you, is like buying education. You cannot compare them with other children that are going to public schools.
And students with private schooling will likely perform better on the national exam and will more likely be accepted into a university. One objective of offering free education is to help children develop good social skills, but this goal has been eroded.
The problem is still there because some of them cannot be, for example, when you have a 14 or 15-year-old child in class 1, so now he's out of the way, but still we are trying to accommodate them.
As you can see, there are some similarities between American schools and Kenyan schools, but there are even more differences. Right now, the biggest challenge Kenyan schools face are lack of funding and getting the students to secondary education. For most students who can attend school, they end up only with an 8th grade education. From Kenya, I'm Becca Baker, SJB News.